Talk say make we no talk, but thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you let go, yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. And people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun la wa mo, la mo do 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 do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Good afternoon to you, good morning to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. Glory Facebook, glory YouTube. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. I'm saying hello to every one of you as you are joining this broadcast tonight. I promise that it's going to be an interesting one, especially now that the national minister or the national commissioner or the national spokesperson for the Fulani terrorists called bandits, he came now, he said, if they declare them as terrorists, Nigeria is going to break up. I'm going to tell you how. You see, you can play dumb. You can play dumber. You can play sitting on the fence. You can choose to be politically correct, but there is something that you will never deny. The fact that this Nigeria is done for. And yes, so like glory YouTube. And yes, so like the IPOB said, release Maiyegun and Kanu before anything at all will happen in Biafra. They said they are just Biafra, Biafra this, Biafra that, online country. Ladies and gentlemen, the news we received just this afternoon is that the Adiok staffs, the people that normally work for INEC during elections, right? When they sensed everywhere, Baba and Mama, they resigned. They are not participating in any Anambra election. Now, hot cake, do you want to go and do election in Anambra? INEC is employing. Share the video. Another part that I'm going to tell you tonight is that we were reading it in the news. The Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alumajiris, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, their uncles and aunties abroad, their Brodian premium Buhari idiots, the Mumu lecturers, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu Madus, social media bandits, Facebook adsmen, and all the cyberbarians. Their selling point is that Anini, Tifnumbu for corruption in Lagos. And therefore, Tifnumbu will come and fight corruption in Nigeria, especially where Buhari failed. Tifnumbu will succeed. But guess what? For those who know them regularly, share the video. We're going to get to that point at some point. For those who know them very regularly, when they begin to yarn dust, when they begin to try to foam in the mouth, trying to sell you the Tifnumbu that you all know very well, remember this.
We work with you. to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live once again. And if you have read, if you have read the caption and the writer of the broadcast, whether you are joining me from Facebook or you're joining me on YouTube, yes, it is a good news. You know that normally it shouldn't be a debate or anything to be discussed at all when you want to see where to place this terrorist act of terrorism, as well defined by the general dictionary, says that act of terrorism is when you commit a violent crime that resulted into bodily harm or injury of innocent people or anybody at all. Another thing out of terrorism is if you take people hostage against their will. If you lock anybody inside one house now and they say, please let me go, and you continue to lock them up, you are committing kidnapping, act of terrorism. If you are caught, you will be lucky if you are sentenced to life imprisonment. Fulani terrorists from nowhere. These are not terrorists from Zamfara. These are not Fulani Zamfara, Fulani this or that from Nigeria. From the beginning, they told us that those who are committing acts of terrorism in Nigeria, kidnapping and raping women, killing and ransacking their villages, destroying farms, burning properties, they were not from Nigeria. An indictment on those who claim to be in charge of Nigeria. But as usual, people let that pass until this criminal turned around and they started telling you that if you want peace, you need to give them land. That was where Gumi came in. Gumi became the negotiator, the bridge between whatever the Fulani terrorists want that make them continue to kidnap and kill innocent people, and yet they will never be proscribed as terrorists. Gumi represents that and is the bridge between them and the government. The government came out and they said they are not going to label them terrorists because they are not terrorists. Layamo came out and he said these guys are just simple criminals. Even their ambassador, Sheikh Gumi, he came out and he said, don't call them terrorists, don't call them criminals. But he himself later called them criminals. He said, these are just criminals who just kidnap people for money. They don't kill people. Maybe if people die, maybe it's by mistake. And Layamo said, they cannot be called terrorists because they don't have a flag and they are not trying to break up Nigeria. Whatever they are doing, these are just simple criminalities, simple crimes. That is the position of the government. But Gumi, as usual, quickly came out to come and warn all of you. Number one, first time he warned, he said, if you don't negotiate with them, there will be no schools in northern Nigeria. No schools will open again. True to his word. Katsina, they have closed almost all their schools. Kaduna, where El Rufai comes from, they have shut almost all their schools because of this crisis. Zamfara, they have shut all their schools. They shut markets. Kaduna shut markets. Katsina shut markets because of this insecurity. Gumi said, if they don't negotiate with them, no school will open in northern Nigeria. To this day, the only response that came from the Nigerian military was that they cannot arrest Gumi because Gumi is helping them to curb the insecurity. That all the visits that Gumi goes, everywhere he goes, they know about them. Now, let's define that clearly. when Gumi sensed that some people are now trying to finally call Boko Haram, ISWAP, Fulani terrorists, call them terrorist organizations so that people can begin to stop speaking for them, Abi, which is impossible on his own, right? Gumi quickly came out and he said, don't try it, oh. Don't spoil business for everybody, oh. Listen, if all of you want to be very, very clever and smart, number one, the only people who have the capacity to fight with any government in Nigeria, they are the Fulani terrorists. They are those who have had the access to bombard their military bases, and they have carted away weapons bought with Nigeria money. They are the only people who have the capacity to shoot down fighter jets. They can shoot down passenger jets. They can shoot anything down. So you guys should not deceive yourselves. Oh. If you declare them terrorists, they will begin to show you what it means to be terrorist. True. Make una no joke with this business. Oh. We are managing the business. They are just simple criminals. If you are kidnapped, pay ransom. But if they should call for Boko Haram, the Fulani terrorists to be labeled terrorists, Nigeria is going to break. Is that not a good news? Let me tell you. You know that if you want to understand Nigeria very well, and you don't want to get stuck in one place, that is why when you follow platforms like Maiyegun's Diary Politico, that loves to link the past to present and give you the idea of what the future will look like, so that when that time plays out, because they always play out as quick as you can imagine. So when platforms like Maiyegun's Diary Politico manage to link the past to present and help you to imagine that future, you are halfway there. So when you either try to stop it if you are convinced enough, or just be prepared for it. Be prepared for it, so that when it happens, you will never be too shocked. There are many, many pointers to let you know that 2023 election is a mirage. Some people said they are going to declare state of emergency in Anambra. Okay. Maybe you don't know yet. There is already a state of emergency declared unofficially by Buhari on the entire southern Nigeria. The only place where we have no terrorists, but the unknown gunmen created by the same government, and they continue to exercise what they call different Operation Python this, Crocodile this, and different other murderous campaigns they carried out in southern Nigeria, especially in southeast of Nigeria. There is already state of emergency in Biafra. Some of you just don't know yet. If not, why would Biafra land be more militarized than Zamfara? Why? Because they created the confusion there, and they created the impression that their soldiers have to be there, because that is their nightmare. There is already a state of emergency there, and there's going to be more before 2023. Northeast is in turmoil. Northwest is in turmoil. North Central is shaky. Southwest is shaky. Southeast is in turmoil. South, as they call it, is in turmoil. Everything is sitting on the K-leg. K-leg with heavy load. Whoa, is going to break, right? They know it. And if you then pay attention to all of their moves, they are not so kind of hard to tell yourselves that these guys no longer believe in that one Nigeria, even if they are talking about it. Therefore, they can either leverage on the crisis and keep the power, which they believe will likely lead to a civil war and possibly a breakup of Nigeria. If that should happen, how are they going to defend themselves? What would they have to protect or keep? And what would they have to destroy in southern Nigeria? And as you look at their own operation in the last 6 years, You can't continue to lie to yourself, okay? Trying to be politically correct. You can tell it so clearly that it is a Fulanization agenda for the Fulani elite and their friends from other parts of northern Nigeria. That is what they are promoting, not this anything that will make you think, okay. And they are so scared that they know their leverage, that they have the number. They control the military. They control the police. They control the judiciary. They control the legislature. They control the presidency. They control virtually everything that they will need to either force everybody to accept whatever they give to you in 2023 or be ready to use everything they have managed to gather from that one Nigeria to destroy the entire South and then allow everybody to break up. This is why they deliberately putting up all these crises everywhere. Because with that, number one, you will never have a chance of having any real election because you've never even had any. You've never had any real election. But you see, when Gumi said declaring them as terrorists is going to break Nigeria, this is what I found. I am from Yoruba land, and I will continue to remind all of you that on record, officially, we have over 1,748 illegal Fulani camps, armed terrorists in Yoruba land alone. I don't know about other places. And these camps are scattered across Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ekiti, Ondo, even Kwara. They are normally known as cells, terrorist cells. The American CIA released the reports 2 years ago confirming the invasion of the entire southern Nigeria by the Al-Qaeda-like terrorists, which we all know the only Al-Qaeda-like terrorists operating in Nigeria are the Fulani terrorists. They told you. Maybe you'd never really counted that as anything. Now, pair that together. If you call them terrorists and they begin to activate them, Ogun State, or your state, or Osun, remember, they are the only people allowed to carry AK-47 either on this, under the seat of their bikes or attached to their cows, herds of cows they move, but they are the only people allowed. And officially or unofficially in Nigeria, if any Fulani terrorist is arrested with a gun or committed any crime, the DPO, divisional police officers, in different communities have been told that particular Fulani boy or person must never last longer than an hour at your station if you really, really love your job. And it is unwritten code. They all know about it. You will only be hearing about the atrocities. You will never find them in any police custody, ever. You will never find them. So if they activate them, they are the only people with real weapons. That's what Gumi is talking about. And maybe that is what will wake all of us up. Maybe. Maybe that will wake us up. All up. Because at that point, when they tell you to break Nigeria, you will fight with everything within you to make that happen. So, you have two choices. You either accept the fact that the Fulani terrorists kidnapping you, even right there in Yoruba land, you have to learn how to live with them. Or you will learn how to stop them. If you choose to stop them, then you will be supporting the breakup of Nigeria, because according to them, as long as Nigeria remains the same, you can't tell them, you cannot tell them where to move to or where to go to. It doesn't make any sense. It will never make any sense. And whoever stands for that is the enemy of the North. How can you say you don't want Fulani terrorists in your forest, which is considered as enemy of the North? How can you then turn around and call yourself a one Nigerian? One big, great Nigerian. Is that not a lie? Well, you remember Gali Naaba. Gali Naaba, the former speaker of House of Representatives in Nigeria, he came out to come and explain to some of you who don't understand the surprise. You who don't understand the sudden emergence of different groups in northern Nigeria. You hear this on Northern Elders Group. You hear this on Northern Elders Forum. You hear this on Arewa Consultative Forum. That on Arewa Beautiful Forum. This on Arewa, all different names. And they all seems to be speaking with the same voice. Because of the position of Southern Nigeria and you people, we don't trust you with power. And in fact, you cheated us. We did not finish at the time of Yaradua before Jonathan come and take it. In fact, we have the numbers. We have everything that it takes. And we will make sure that we elect the next president because we don't trust you. Different groups, they all speak the same way. When they will call a meeting, they will say Northern governors. Listen to this. They say Northern governors. And you will see Benue there. You will see Plateau State there. You will see all these Middle Belt states there. The people that have been victims under the incessant attacks of a Fulani terrorist. And the North will say, these governors will say, they disagree with everything the Southern are saying. It's against the North. And Benue will be there, keeping short. Plateau State will be there, keeping short. Taraba will be there, they will be keeping quiet. Despite the fact of what they have already faced in the hand of these terrorists in northern Nigeria. Adamawa will be there, they will keeping quiet. And they'll say they support the position of the northern Nigeria. And that does not tell you something. I'll tell you what that doesn't tell you. Now Abba came out and he said, the generality of them, the elites, the political class, and the traditional rulers in northern Nigeria, they consider Buhari's time as president, they consider it as a waste. And according to them, this time around, they will do it better. And that is why they don't agree that the power should return to the South. But they will play the game the way they normally play it. At the end of the day, Abiola's story will be a fairy tale with what is going to be the story of the Jaga bandits, the Jaga Wiri of Lagos. The Jaws Convention is going to be a fairy tale or child's play to what they are going to call the Kanu Convention. Shebi na Kanu they romance am now. Na Kanu they give them BDSM. Na Kanu they give them Mozu for Lagos now. Kanu with the biggest delegates. We are going to vote for Tifnumbu. Tifnumbu is going to be. So don't be surprised if they take their convention to Kanu, where they are going to go and select Tifnumbu. Just open your eyes, open your ears. Naaba said they consider the 8 years of Buhari as a waste, but they are not going to say anything. They will rather work and produce the next president again under what they will call special arrangements. Maiyegun forget that thing. You know if it happen. Now, inside that your room and parlor, abi. Inside that your room and parlor where you dey flex the muscle, abi. No wahala. Just don't forget. Now, Abba said they consider it as waste. And they would like to have their real time of 8 years. And if Nigerians want to understand this well, the South should work with the North if they want to produce the next president. Work with the North to produce the next president. That is the journey they are taking you to, even if they are singing swagger and swagger for you in Lagos. I'd no envy you. Enjoy the moment, live in the moment, enjoy it. And I mean, you know, if you don't do it, how do you think I'm going to get examples that I always give to my friends on Maiyegun's Diary Politico when I talk? So do it, enjoy the moment. Collect the money, do the banner, do the rally, become the vuvuzela, do everything. But they have told you, the truth of the matter is, even them considered Buhari as a failure. But as it be so, make the failure just do everything. Let them push them to the end. Until when they can then say, you know what? We'll just vote for anybody that we think will do better. And suddenly, their Atifku will come out. Or any other person they want to do their abracadabra for. Remember, they can only allow somebody who is ready to ensure that the progress of a Fulani subjugation and the murderous campaign of their terrorists in Nigeria is never stopped, because they have done so much. And that is what now puts all these people in contention of, how is it going to be in 2023 when all your superstars, they are actually underdogs in the scheme of things, and they have tested, Buhari has taught them that if you want anything, take it. They can scream, they can shout, they can talk in the media, they can do protests. When they do protests, bring me out, shoot them. Forget the old thing that Nigeria is going to break. Nigeria is not going to break. Kill them, then nothing will happen. So they need somebody of that caliber. And but look at where that of the Buhari has brought us. It didn't start yesterday. It all started from when? 2015.
Mr. President, welcome. And I've been a student of Nigeria for many years. And first of all, I want to tell you that I have never seen such a hopeful attitude toward Nigeria and the United States as since your election. So I think we all here want you to succeed. My question relates to another area of Nigeria that hasn't gotten much attention during this trip, and that is the Niger Delta. It's a challenge that you're going to face. I wonder if you would tell us how you intend to approach it, with particular reference to the amnesty, bunkering, and inclusive development. Thank you.
Inclusive government. Inclusive government. You know, in how you include, women, youth.
I see. Yes. I hope you have a copy of the election results. Naturally, constituencies, for example, that gave me 97%, cannot, in all honesty, be treated on some issues with constituencies that gave me 5%. I think this is a political reality. While certainly there will be justice for everybody, everybody will get his constitutional right. But where the party in constituencies where they are either sheer hard work they made sure that they got their people to vote and to ensure their vote count. They must feel that the government has appreciated the effort they put in putting the government in place. I think that's really fair.
97% and 5%. Today, even the 97% now knows that they have been duped, they have been scammed. Everything a job. And that is what Naba called 8 years of waste, where over 1 million people have been killed under this terrorist government alone. Do you know that? Well, talking about break Nigeria up, or what will break Nigeria up? Now, Buhari will break Nigeria up. He's already done a tremendous job as we speak. He's made everybody realize the vision, the fault lines. The criminals that are trying to take over from him or trying to succeed him, they have learned the rope that, in fact, this is all it takes to keep people in bondage. The women, their caprice, you know what I mean? So in Anambra, they have used all manner of techniques. They assassinated Dr. Akunyili, late Professor Akunyili's husband. They killed him. They assassinated Gulak, former PDP scribe. They killed him in Owerri. They sent their unknown gunmen that they gave guns to bomb police stations, to kill innocent people and kill innocent police officers like themselves. Just because they wanted to tell the whole world that they should be so scared of IPOB. When the IPOB were on the streets, people were mocking them. They were laughing. They said, this is the way they are going to get Biafra? By carrying flag and they're roaming about the streets and shouting Biafra. But when the people resorted into a civil disobedience, sit at home, the same intellectuals, the fools, are also shouting and screaming again. If APC win Anambra, if APC rig Anambra, if APC declare state of emergency in Anambra, just blame IPOB because they are telling people to sit at home. What do you want to make them do? Make them disappear? Make them die? They were outside. You saw them everywhere. Hey, this IPOB, see them, see how many them be. I saw them at Onitsha yesterday. Oh boy, if you see, wait, hey, my problem, they come. Oh, this IPOB people, they look scary. You. Hey, I saw them in Aba yesterday. Oh boy, if you see every waiting. Hey, make them caution these people. Oh, you were all scared when they were outside. When they decided to sit at home, you are still scared. Anyway, I still stand firmly with them. Every way, all the way. Because except you begin to, except if you have been believing what Nigeria wants you to believe, you will know it easily. That they dread IPOB because they have seen how massive they are when they were out. They have seen how powerful they are when they are quiet. Everybody is just imagining what they would do if they roar for once. Imagine if IPOB suddenly just say, oh boy, we'll just destroy everything, like for real. I'm just imagining with you now. Those who are shit scared of them, they blame them for everything. Even when they couldn't, when they can't really give any evidence. This is what happened though. IPOB said every Monday na sit at home. They said IPOB is online country. IPOB is working with APC. IPOB, to the PDP articulated morons, articulated looters, articulated mugus. IPOB members are working for APC. To the regular Buhari idiots, the cyberbarians and their clans, IPOB is working for PDP. Now this Anambra election can make them clash. Guess what? Nobody can know who IPOB they work for. PDP saying APC, APC saying PDP. People no can know. Now IPOB didn't say anything. IPOB just said every Monday we'll sit at home. No election in Anambra except you release our mass, except you release Nnamdi Kanu. They are not mean. They are not mean people. They always give conditions, and all these conditions can be fulfilled. But those who want something from them, those who want IPOB to obey your normal kick and start lifestyle of Nigeria, all of you don't want to obey their own conditions too. When they are killing them, some of you were saying they deserve it because they are causing nuisance. When they decided to start sitting at home, you are still angry. You said they are destroying the economy. They are not coming out to come and vote, to come and put your criminal politicians in power. So you blame them for all of that. You want them to do what you want. Just like all of you do what Nigeria wants you to do. Vote, go and vote. Oh yeah. If we don't vote, go and get your PVC, poverty validation card. Oh yeah, go and get it. Oh yeah, you need to go and register and vote. You can blah, 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 blah. Then you go out there, then you do your thing and everything come back to the same thing. And you say, we have to continue to do it. And somebody said, we are not doing it. We will not. This is what we want. You don't want to listen to that. No, you don't want to. This IPOB, they own too much. They don't even they give reasons. They don't even give reasons. They don't give room for conversation. They don't give room for they don't like people to criticize them. Listen to me. Listen to yourselves. What is your intention? What comes to your mind the first time when they mention IPOB beside you? What comes to your mind? To attack them because of what they told you about them? Yeah. Are you actually ready to actually listen, to have a conversation? Are you? So there's difference between I know that this is what you are standing for, than I would like to know what this is all about. Your lying, criminal, cabal government you have in Nigeria from every part continue to milk that broken wall of ignorance in your lives to plant and bury all those doubts in your lives, that you are so rigid, you are so strong-headed that you don't want to even open up a bit to listen to other people. When you go to some people and you condemn them and you say they don't listen to criticism, is that criticism? If I see you on the road and I say, what is wrong with your people? What is wrong with all of you, sir? You are just burning down your people. You are just killing people. You are just doing all of that. That is not criticism. That is condemnation. You've already reached your conclusion. So if somebody now say, no, it not be also, bros, not be also, who can they do them? Who can they do them? If not be you, who they bomb police station, who they shoot people, who they do all this thing. All of you guys, you already reached your conclusion. And then you jump and say, they don't listen to criticism. They don't have an agenda. They don't have a strategy. All they do is to abuse, attack. How did you approach them? Have you asked yourselves? They came out, they said, we want Biafra. We want Biafra. They shot them. Then they stopped. And they said, okay, we're not going to come out. We're going to sit at home. And everybody become paranoid again. Meanwhile, the criminals as well, who are always leveraging on something like this, they now said elections will hold in Anambra. Okay, fine, go ahead. Now this afternoon, then tell us thousands of those they employed to go and work as ad hoc staffs. You know, INEC will always employ NYSC corps members, those graduates. Some of them that have been kidnapped from Bauchi camp as you are watching this video. The lady kidnapped in Zamfara, they haven't released her. They've kidnapped others too. She's not the only one kidnapped. But she's the one whose story made it to the media so far. Sorry, I missed something there. There's something I want to share with you just before I continue. And I will come back to them. So these people were employed in Anambra. Usually there's another side also. If you go to NYSC posting, you can easily pick a job with INEC during election time. There's no insurance for you. You're on your own. If you get killed, may your soul rest in peace. If you get kidnapped or injured or what have you, they will still pay you your promised money, but your security is not guaranteed. So somehow, the word got out that if then they do posting and you see Anambra, no go. So this afternoon, yeah, thousands of those who have promised them that they have clarified them, they have cleared them, they have done everything they would do, they published the list and everything. Majority of them said they know they go Anambra. And if you see them for Anambra, they know they're there for election, maybe for another thing. Anambra is a foregone issue. As long as the Biafrans are divided on if they should defend and stand with IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu against all odds, damn on all consequences, or continue to choose between joining Buhari to condemn them and kill them, where they have no real alternative anyway of getting out of what Buhari himself is plotting and planning. Once Nnamdi Kanu is out of the way, they believe that they can crush in and crash in, and the rest of those who are holding forth for them, those who are one Nigerians there. So this is what I've seen, and this is why I think I should share that with you too. The people who have stopped, they said they're not going to Anambra for election. Nobody won't go Anambra, go do election, no. But it doesn't mean that they won't still get the names up and say they are going to do election. IPOB did not say you should not come and do your election. No. Remember, before the media would then say IPOB is clashing and fighting. What IPOB said is that the people will stay at home. Yeah? And voluntarily they have agreed to stay at home on that day. So if you then have your own party loyalists, members, tell them to go out now and vote. It's up to you. Whatever happened, don't blame us. So, because anything that happened now in the eastern Nigeria, the first people to blame are the IPOB. So I hope those politicians in eastern Nigeria will believe that it is not their own turn yet. The Anambra turn will come first. Whatever happened in Anambra is what is going to happen in the rest of southern Nigeria in the weeks, months, and years to come. At least we know that. And it is better for those who probably are not thinking to know too. What should we do, Maiyegun? What can we do now? Well, it is not about what can you do. The question is, are you really going to do anything? What can you do? Some of you have already joined the bandwagon, the campaign trail. Some of you are already walking around how you are going to be promoting 2023. As good as that may sound to you, what you are going to be promoting is exactly what you have now. And let me give you a picture of what you will be working towards. I don't care who you think you want to do it for. Or you want to do it for a third force to save Nigeria. You want to do it for PDP because they have the power to save Nigeria. You will be playing into your own death. And when I say death, if you die physically, you are the luckiest. Many people will be killed psychologically, financially, educationally. I mean, everything that makes you human, morally. Everything that makes you human will be killed right before your eyes. You will lose everything. Just like some people have been lost completely for what APC, Egbekegbe, they have done and they are still doing today. So the reason why you should never join any of these phrases, the northern elites, they are suffering and they are suffocating. But for political exigencies, Buhari is right. Because the fall of Buhari is the gain of Tifnumbu. They don't trust the South. Many things they thought Buhari would bring to northern Nigeria, when they thought they were trying to wrestle power from Goodluck Egbere Jolantan, majority of those have become curses on them. They have lost more of their lands into the hands of terrorists that many of them now have no clue of the real controller and why. Many of them are falling as victims. Somehow, they considered Buhari's time as the greatest unfortunate time that ever happened to them since they started this power struggle. But here is what mixed up. Buhari's agenda has always been alive, even before any of these guys would build theirs. Buhari's agenda started from the 1967 to 1917 Civil War, the genocidal campaign of Nigeria against Biafrans. These guys are the old warriors, the old criminals, the old terrorists who turned what was supposed to be a civil war against those who are armed and fighting for Biafra. They turned that against civilians that led to the death of over 2 million who were not killed during the war. They were killed when the war was supposed to have started coming to an end, when they were starved. So those who fought that war, they didn't fight for Nigeria. They didn't fight anything for Nigeria. They fought a revenge war. And that revenge war was stopped when a ceasefire was declared in 1970. And to the likes of Buhari, that war never ended. And so many people have proved it to us today that when they met with Buhari, he repeatedly said they never forgot what happened to their leaders in 1966. Buhari is still fighting that war in his own head. So he chose a new battle. This one chose the same political, aristocratic way, subjugating and control. But Buhari and gang wanted more. They wanted to wipe an ethnic group, a tribe out of Nigeria because of the hatred of 50 years ago, over 50 years ago. That is why we are having all this madness that you are witnessing today. There's no other justification for it. It was the intention of saying, you think we can crush you? You think we can break you? Of course we can crush and break you. And this has brought on towards loss of trust, loss of relationship between those who used to enjoy this northern supremacy, blah, 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 blah. Now they've lost that. And they believe that the only way to gain that back is to continue to defend Buhari or continue to pretend to be against him on some cases, except the case that says, or anything that the southern Nigeria pushes, then they will never defend, they will never support the South. They would rather defend Buhari because in the long run, they need to maintain that control. How? Now that Buhari has made them realize that they can get away with anything, they will try it in 2023. And that's why they are telling you right now, it is considered a waste. And they believe that, like many of you consider Buhari's time as waste, in northern Nigeria, it is also considered as waste. Forget it. You are not getting any power in 2023. Now, if you now struggle to get it, let's use if now. I want to jump into your world a little bit. For those of you who believe that whatever happens, Buhari will go in 2023 and a Southerner will come in. Where is that Southerner going to get that support and base and trust from, other than the people who are there now protecting terrorists and defending them and doing everything to ensure that nobody stop the advancement? And if your Southern president chose to do something different, let's imagine that for a second. You know that, number one, that your Southern president will need to first sack more than 80% of the Nigerian military and security forces, including DSS, what did they call them, NIA and the rest of them. Do you know that? It will need to sack 80% of the Nigerian security forces. Some of them jailed, by the way. It will need to arrest some of them for questioning, and many of them will actually face court-martial. Some of them will have to face life imprisonment. A Southern president will need to do that. A Southern president will possibly need to put Sheikh Gumi under check and watch. Who are those who are going to be watching him? They are possibly never going to be the same clan, the jihadist apologists, those who have the intel on the terrorist sponsor in Nigeria, and they will never, ever reveal them because they protect them. Are they not those who are going to be protecting Gumi? So when I say sack it to your 80% of them, then you will realize that within a week or two, Gumi will be paroled for prosecution when his phone line, his calls, his text messages, his emails, his letters, and different other things he uses in communication and the rest of them, and those he meets with, within 2 weeks, a reasonable government will pick him up. And so many other people will be arrested as well, not just Gumi. There will be so many mullahs, so many cleric chiefs and the rest of them, including emirs, that will be arrested because of their link. Now, a Southern president that will come and do that, you imagine that for a minute. Waiting that Southern president they call for. Say it for 1 minute. What do you think will happen? Maiyegun, nothing will happen. I like it when people feel like, when people live in their own world. I just gave you the if now. If you are working to say, okay, there's something that can really make everybody to just suddenly calm down. And for that Southern president to be able to do anything, it need to what? It need to rejig the entire security forces. And when you are doing that, you will have to arrest and jail so many of them who are actually working for terrorists, by the way. And they are working for government too. And you know, in Africa, when you do that they call them ethnic cleansing, because remember, the president is a Southern president. The South cannot make him president. None of you, all of you in Southern Nigeria, put all your vote together. Make them no even challenge you. So you vote, all of you vote for one person. Make we vote for one person. You know what will happen, Abi? So that person who is going to be president of Nigeria that they are telling you to go and get your voters card for, I am telling you what is going to come into. And in fact, if what I'm explaining to you, what I'm explaining to you right now is too much for you to digest. Now, take a listen. Terrorists have taken over everywhere in northern Nigeria. Niger State alone, they have over 500 communities, 1, 2, 3, not 500 people, 500 communities, villages and towns that are no longer part of Nigeria. They are now being controlled by Fulani terrorists, different terrorists in Niger. In Zamfara, more than 300 communities are no longer under Zamfara government. They are now being controlled by Fulani terrorists. People are paying taxes to them. But you see, all the northern political class, all their traditional rulers, they may complain individually, this thing is too terrible. Oh, they killed so number of people. We pray to Allah to grant them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to grant them Al-Jannah of Ridao. All these things, they say them, but they don't directly condemn Buhari. Yeah. But the moment a southern president comes, now go they play defense. Shebi now they play attack now. We must break it. This Fulani are this. What is all this nonsense? Look at all of these things. These Fulani people are terrible. Shebi now you they play attack now. When you go out there to go and get voters card, and you begin to do canvassing, don't listen to Maiyegun. Maiyegun, what else do you want us to do? If we don't vote, they are going to choose. Let them choose people. Now, when they choose people, then you go know, you don't really matter to them. Telling you to go and get voters card, go and vote, go and do this, yeah? It's just for you to go and validate it. They don't need you. Now, when you stay away and they still declare result, that is when you realize that, okay, wait. So all this way that they kill my brother, they kill my sister during an election. Now, waste of time. How this way we they celebrate? Say we elect Rafiu, Councillor Rafiu. Rafiu, we elected you. Now all this in again. They don't work out. No, not true. They don't work out. That's when you will know, and then you will fight it because they can't control you. You think they will control you because they think they will control you. Whether you take it or not, we will still control you. Whether you vote or not, we will still control you. You try it first, at least for the first time. Let them go on. Because you know why? When you finally bring in that your southern president that they are telling you about, Maiyegun, you see, I still think we should let people vote. You see, I think, what do they think, bros? They think. All of us don't think. We don't think, we don't thought, we don't think, we don't talk, we don't do everything we're supposed to do. We don't in and out. And I'm telling you right now, it's a waste of time. But sometimes, because you have been so used to that system and lie, it don't become drug. If you no participate, you feel get a stroke. Go and participate. So when you finally manage on that info, when you finally bring in your southern president, you see all these northern people, all these northern emir, all these their scholars, all these Boko Haram jihadist sponsor, all of them that they are keeping quiet now. Now they go, they play defense. This government is killing us in the north. Oh, what is all this nonsense? This government is incompetent. Now go they say, shut up your mouth. What did you say when Buhari was there? Are you not the people saying Buhari? Are you not there when Buhari people? I say, you see, that is how Nigeria messes up with your lives. And before you know it, another 4 years don't they come. Una go don't they imagine again. We know that the problem is too much, but we all know that it started from Buhari. Go and watch. If you want to know about Nigeria, all of you have short memory. Now go to play defense then. You go to defend Abdullahi, Musa Kabiru, Sule Shokoto, all of them, they will be asking you, why are you not keeping us safe in Zamfara? They are kidnapping us. Use these useless people in southern Nigeria. How all of you want to kill us in the north? And all of you will be wondering, like, say, it's not the same Nigeria. No, for here, we see Buhari, where Buhari, they picked it when they kidnap school children in Kankara, Kagara, Kajuru. Now they play defense. So go out there, go and champion your swagger. I am here. Call on Funale Metogun. They will come and listen because they know what they have. Number one, that southern president will be your Buhari Pro Max. I'm not saying they are going to gamble it to that level to give it to you. I'm just saying, as in putting it just in your own perspective, in your own way. Those of you who believe that 2023 people should still go out there and vote. To vote for who? And what would that person do? Would that person come and give you restructuring where the North say it is against them? And you think that person go sleep inside the house old rock and wake up tomorrow morning? Are you that dumb? Come on, man. You can't be that so naive. Look at them. These all killings we are talking about, where me and you, they be like, say, they play attack. Go and join them and do election. And you begin to play defensive. Maybe that's what you want to see. It's up to you. You know what I mean? So, my friends, if you are watching this, I'm asking you, if you haven't really subscribed onto Maiyegun's Diary Politico on YouTube, I think you should do it. You know what I'm talking about? It is pretty much colorful when you have all this platform linked. If one is not up, the other one will be up. That's what I think anyway. However, let me have a tea break while you listen to this Hell Rufaya. Just 6 years ago, ladies and gentlemen.
That has become so incompetent, we'll be praising them and say that, oh, terrorism is happening. Jonathan is doing nothing. Well done, Jonathan. Are we supposed to do that? We are in opposition. Our job is to look at even good things that they are doing and say they are not doing it well. That is the job of opposition. So we have no apologies for pointing out to Nigerians that this government is incompetent and has failed to provide security. If you say we are politicizing it, fix the problem so that we can't politicize it. Okay? Are we politicizing breathing of air? Every Nigerian can breathe air. We can't politicize it because there is no problem there. But if you fail to supply petroleum products and we say you are failing, you say we are politicizing it. Fix the problem so that we don't politicize it. If you say that there is terrorism, we are politicizing it, eliminate terrorism. 5 years ago, nobody is talking about terrorism in Nigeria. Under Jonathan, it has become an industry. And we should not take advantage of their failings so that we secure the votes of Nigerians in the next elections. There must be something wrong with them. We have made suggestions to the government on how to improve security. They have ignored it. They have set up 5 different committees that have given them recommendations how to address this problem of terrorism in the last 3 years. They have not implemented one. They are incompetent. But they try to blame other people.
So at this stage that you are right now with terrorism in Nigeria, what do you think is the solution, especially on how to rescue the girls?
Look, the government has the solution to this problem. Several committees have given them recommendations. They should just implement the recommendations in their drawer. Okay? As for rescuing the girls, we have seen examples of what countries do when this situation happens. You should have military action on the one hand and negotiation on the other hand. You should.
This is their record. The exchange rate has moved from 120 to the dollar to 240 to the dollar. That is Jonathan's record. Jobs have been destroyed. Livelihoods have been destroyed. Over 1 million people have been displaced because of incompetent and corrupt security mismanagement. Meanwhile, during this period, oil prices have been at their all-time high. Trillions have been budgeted for security, but the only thing you see are mansions in Abuja owned by ministers of defense and generals. We know these houses, we know the owners. This is the record of the Jonathan administration in the last 6 years. That's why they don't want to talk about it. So what do they talk about? They move from church to church preaching religious division. They move from town to town preaching ethnic division. They have no record to run on. They take photographs of private estates and claim that the government built the estates. They take photographs of railway bullet trains from Port Harcourt and claim that it's federal government train system. They lie for a living. Do not believe anything they say. Even when they say good morning, check, it is probably evening. So do not be deceived. I am here before you as a father of young people like you because I have many children. We don't count our children.
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
At least to so many of you. So if they are telling you to prepare for election, well, it's up to you. Buhari, the last time they asked him, wherever you see today, as he said he succeeded so well, he's never going to declare those boys terrorists. But do you need Buhari to know that Fulani terrorists are actually terrorists? They are not bandits. They are not vandals. They are not simple criminals. And this is not a business. It is a crime. And they are into the crime of terrorism. Do you need Buhari to tell you that? When Buhari himself is using the Nigerian military to commit act of terrorism against the indigenous people of Biafra, and he's doing so under the zeal of, he could do it, Nigeria, right? Committing ethnic cleansing, genocide, right before our eyes, right under our noses. And you want that person to come back and prescribe the blood-sucking, murderous, kidnapping, gun-wielding Fulani terrorists? Gumi said, if Buhari tried that, Nigeria is going to break. Should we just manage and see if something will push them and they will announce them as terrorists and we can all get to where we are all going? May Nigeria break in peace. I'm going to open the line. People do ask, check your screen right now. You will see that number on your screen. It's a WhatsApp call only, okay? I'm going to take few calls because I've not had or heard from you in a while. So keep it short, especially all of you want to say something long. If you can keep it short, we can take many calls, okay? And give me that like under that video. If you're watching on YouTube, share the video still, subscribe, and click like under the video. So I will have my first caller. Hello there.
Yeah, the general himself.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun general.
My brother, sir.
I have been trying to reach you for the past 2 years.
Wow. I'm so lucky to have you tonight, man.
But thank God I finally got you, man.
I'm so happy.
First of all, let me say, God will certainly bless you.
Amen. And you too.
You have not only opened my eyes, but you've opened the eyes of millions of Nigerians.
Thank you.
You will go down in history when this country finally breaks. Because this country will finally break and heaven will fall since they want heaven to fall. Because we cannot keep on living with these people. We cannot. We cannot. Before I go forward, let me just tell you this.
Please.
You see the issue of Sunday Igboho. Those that went to Benin, They did not go there for them to secure the release of Igboho. They went there for their personal gain. They want Nigeria to remain. They did not go there for the Yoruba nation, neither for them to release Igboho. They went there for their personal gain. That is why the issue of Igboho is still pending. But God will disgrace them.
Amen. Amen.
God will disgrace them. Maiyegun, God will bless you. Keep on saying the truth.
I will.
This is my first time of calling.
And you have been a delight to listen
yes,
to.
Yes, even my wife is very pleased with your presentation. You are one of a million.
Thank you. You didn't tell us your
name. One... yeah, you can call me Magic Feet.
Magic Feet. I'll remember that. Feet. And you are calling from where, sir?
Yes. I'm calling from Spain.
Amazing. I'll remember tonight. Thank you so much.
Yes. God bless you, Maiyegun.
And you too. Thank
you.
Keep
so on much. The fire burning.
I will.
God bless you.
And you too. Thanks so much, sir. That is a Magic Feet from Spain. It's a pleasure. Hello there.
God bless you, Maiyegun. Keep on the fire burning.
Maiyegun the general.
Yes, sir.
Omo, you don't see where they try to call you.
You do plenty, and I think I've been missing out a lot.
I swear. Man, thanks for opening a lot of people's eyes, man. Easy.
Thank you.
Even though you try to convince a lot of people where they even understand what's really going on.
The coconut head.
But it's very hard to let people know, to see what's really happening there,
It's great.
So I really appreciate everything that you've been doing, at least giving the info, letting people know what's really going on.
That's right.
You understand? Yeah. I watched that video of El-Rufai. That guy is stupid. When Jonathan was there, is it not terrorists that he's calling them?
Well, he did call them terrorists anyway, but I think one of the reasons why they were so mad with Jonathan was that he was about to proscribe Boko Haram as a terrorist organization. And the likes of Laya Mohammed said, it is unconstitutional to proscribe IPOB, to proscribe Boko Haram as a terrorist organization. So now we know why they are protected.
Oh, that's good. All right, man. I just thank you. You really do a very good job, man.
Thank you.
Very, very good job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, very good job, man. I really appreciate it.
You have a good one. All right. Good evening.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people who have, who have been trying to get to Maiyegun for some time, and I'm missing out. Hopefully, I'll get some of you tonight. Hello.
Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Maiyegun, this is Charles calling from the UK.
Charles, how are you tonight?
I'm fine. Maiyegun, I just want to say thank you for your analysis, and I want to say that you have a very, immense knowledge. You were a motivation to some of us.
Thank you.
And I recommend you to those who are always lost of topic to talk about in issues concerning Nigeria, issues concerning our freedom fighting. They should come and draw inspiration from you, because I've always said that when you look into Nigeria, there are quantum of topics to talk about. Do you know I listen to you more than any other platform? Because when you are speaking, you communicate to the language that I can understand, to the level that I can fathom, the level that I can give my attention. So this is all needed to transform people's sense of reasoning from low to upgraded level. It's not like, a gossip. You give analytical explanations of the way it's like you paint, you draw Nigeria, and you can expatiate in every topic that you pick. I give you kudos, and anybody who's listening to you will not miss Director Martin Kanu so much. And this is the reason why I glue to your platform and I listen to you every day today.
Thanks,
so thank you so much. And I tell you, tomorrow we'll remember you for your good work. Because you put yourself on the line.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Charles. That means a lot. And thanks for saying that to me, tonight. Those are the few things that also means greatly to myself when I'm right there at the corner of my closet all by myself. So thank you, Charles. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So I have another caller as well tonight. Let's see. Let's see there. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
What's up? Ogami, dot in a circle again today.
Dot in a circle. I have seen that picture. But you're live, but help us with that audio. We can hear. I can hear myself. Yeah.
Wait. Okay, I got.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. Is he okay now?
Oh, you're perfect. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, my God, I want to thank you once again. No, it's been long anyway. I heard from you last.
I know.
Yeah.
It's good to hear from you again, by the way, as well.
Yeah. Please, I'm really bothered about this idea of this. I think this is getting to a point where, like, we need to start acting. And I really want to remind everyone, or maybe ask you, what about that soldier that they locked up? You know that soldier?
Corporal Martin.
They locked up because... Yeah. Nobody is talking about that guy anymore.
He's still there. They locked him up at the Shokoto military base ahead. Yeah. But I have people, one thing is this. I have people who are really, really working behind the scene, helping the family, reaching out to him. But Nigerian factor, sure you know. The army is not even allowing anybody to take the case to any courts. It is their own courts. So we are stuck with them.
Well, I just want to reassure everyone, or maybe make a comment about this Nnamdi Kanu. I can't wait for that man to come out. I'm 100% sure that this guy is going to come out. And when he comes out, Nigeria will hear another story. And finally, Nigeria will break up and we'll get to that place where we're planning to get. And I know you will help us get to that destination. I will not forget you, Maiyegun.
You see, it's like some of you are giving too much credit to me. I enjoy it, right? But again,
I just want to ask you, are you sure you're not Igbo, sir? You look more like Igbo to me than Yoruba.
Let me say I look like your brother, your one name, right? But I believe that the more we are together, there's nothing we can do together to get to where we want to be. And that's something I preach a lot. That's something I represent. And yes, if I'm going to be remembered for that, dot in a circle, it will be a great thing. So it's a pleasure hearing from you again tonight, right?
All right, thank you very much.
My regards to the family. You have a good one.
All right, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Nice one. I have another caller.
Hello?
Osita, sir.
One name Madu.
One name.
One name Madu.
One name.
The brother of a person.
Amazing.
You know.
How are you tonight?
I'm telling you, thank you for giving us a platform so that we can air our views.
That's right.
Not only knowing about the things that is going on around us, but at least we can still express our views.
You can participate.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. As we are all talking here, they hired some people to listen to whatever that is going on this platform.
That's right.
But like I said, one of the biggest prayer I pray to God is, Lord, let thy will be done. And the will of God concerning us is not evil.
No.
But it's to bring us to an expected end. What is the expected end? Freedom, liberty.
That's right.
That is what God has destined for every man. God has never created man to serve man. God only created man to serve God, not for man to serve man. They cannot take our peace away from us. They cannot take our liberty away from us. We know that, the Fulani people are
spearheading it. But it's not only Fulanis that are doing it. Even our so-called Igbo brothers, that they are the leaders. The Yoruba brothers who say they are the leaders. The Southern brothers that said that they are the leaders. I have lived abroad. I lived 5 years in the UK. Even close to about 7, 8 years in America. I have never seen where a politician comes out and say that a politician, you live abroad. Yeah. Have you heard any politician say that we elite? Who made you elite? Who made you elite?
We the elite.
And look at that Ragamovian in that said is Dave Umahi. He will say, "We you elite." Who are you before you became governor?
Maybe that's where Osita. Maybe that's where we got the idea of a class war from. For those who can think deeper, that maybe it's all about class after all, because they make themselves higher class, others lower class, and they can then dictate to all of us.
I was born and bred right there, I was born and bred there, right there in Lagos, the heart of this thing.
That's right.
I knew who he was when he was virtually, everybody knows him. He was virtually carrying back for Abiola's wife, Kudura. But today he has turned to an elite. They call him the highest landlord. Yeah, they call him the highest landlord in Africa. What does it tell you? Please, my people, let us think. We are the ones that have been oppressed. Both Fulani, both Hausa, both Igbo, both Yoruba, everybody in Nigeria, we are the ones that have been oppressed.
If we all pay attention very well, that's true. And guess what, Osita? Those who are oppressing us, they speak the same language like us. Internal oppressors plus external oppressors are those who keep us where we are. You cannot defend internal oppressors and fight external oppressors. When internal oppressors and external oppressors are paddy, are you not fighting ghosts?
Yes. And I want to let people realize one thing. These people are not up to 1% of the total population of Nigeria.
They are not.
And I do not see the reason, if they are not up to 1%, then they should be able to defeat the whole Nigeria. When we say we want to go, well, let me tell you something, Maiyegun. When this whole thing started, what I said to myself was, if all this agitation does not happen, it will help Nigeria to become a better nation, whereby we will return back to regional system of government.
It's like me and you, they get the same mind somehow too. I believe that at the end of this whole thing, right, even if breakup doesn't happen immediately, this Nigeria will not remain what it is again. Like, people will not settle for what is on ground anymore. By the time this whole dust finally settle.
I say amen to that. So that is where this thing, that was where I used to tell people. But as it is right now, I listen to some of their scholars in the north, and they say, he has not done well. And that is even one of them said, because Buhari has not done well. That's the reason they are acting, so that because he didn't favor them, that's the reason they are asking for extra time, that another Fufu day should come in there so that it will favor them. Please, let us be warned and let us be very careful about this. They have a system, and what I call that their system is what Babangida has used before. It is called the Maradonic move. That is what they do. They will come and parley with you during times like this, and you think that, they don't know what they are doing. It's for you to play back to their hands again so that they can elongate their evil. What I tell people, it is nobody is forcing anybody to do anything, but we will speak to the mind of people, that people will later find out what is good and what is bad for them. But now, that thing that is bad, if it is possible, let there not be any election, let there be referendum. Thank you very much. And
God bless you, Sita. Yeah, God bless you, sir. And thanks again for contributing, okay? I have another caller here. Hello there. Oh, hang on. And by the way, Osita is calling us from from the universe. I think he prefers not to tell. However, I think I do have another person, and this time around, this seems to be a call. Hello.
Hello, good evening to you.
Hello there. Good evening. Please, your name and where you're calling from.
Chichi on the line.
Oh, Chichi. How are you?
Very well.
Good to hear from you again.
Maiyegun. I'm here. Always good hearing from you. Always good looking out for you. We cannot thank you.
Even though I can't see you, hearing your voice, tells me that you're good.
For you.
So you are alive.
Yeah,
by the way.
Yes. Maiyegun, we can't thank you enough. Okay?
Thanks.
And each time we thank you, it's just a little way of appreciating you. If there is room for us to do more than saying thank you to you, of course we will. We will not hesitate to.
Thank you.
But please, I will still indulge and plead with you that you should keep up with the good job you're doing. Please, don't give up.
I have
Be cool.
I mean, I've got no choice this time around, and we've come this far to give up now.
Please, let nothing whatsoever discourage you. Keep it up. Let the fire keep burning. And thanks again for this evening. There's no time you come here, you don't give us what we expect, or we don't get something to think about, sleep over, and work with. And each time I'm watching you, one picture that always I have in my head or keep flashing on my head is one of the leak tape from the former Ogun State governor and I can't remember the other time. Do not thank you. Each time you're talking, that tape keep ringing on my head, and you can see most of the things that are also happening is going towards that tape, is playing out towards that. And these people, as much as they know that we are not done, we know the game they are playing. I can only say that they should keep up with their job. We'll see who is going to bow down at the end of the day. And for my brothers and sisters out there, please keep the faith strong, keep your faith strong, and let's have the belief that we will definitely overcome. And we should sing that song of victory at the long run. Maiyegun, thank you.
God bless you. Thanks so much for finding time to address us tonight again. Okay, you have a good evening. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chichi. I've got somebody here. Ahmed. Oh, there is a connection problem connecting to Ahmed. However, Ahmed hasn't really changed the profile picture of his WhatsApp, so I can easily recognize that. Again, I'm going to take a call from another caller. This time around is Prince. Hello there.
My king, good evening.
Prince of the Temple of Truth. Worldwide.
My king.
The world is your balance.
Well done.
Please.
Well done for a work, well done for a good job. Well done for educating us tonight. I actually heard the first caller, and I was really impressed at what he said. You know, the Nigerian politicians, they fail to understand one thing, that the same thing they are looking for on the one hand, they are pushing away on the other hand, but they are still going to rotate and come back to that same thing. You see these Igbo people that they are pressurizing up and down Nigeria. They don't want to organize the country. They don't want to put policies that will encourage people who are paying tax. Is it not the same tax money they are fighting Lagos and River State for? Money from people. Imagine if by the time these resources now, the natural resources now dwindle, finally collapse, they will now go back to the business people the regular everyday trader.
Everybody's pocket all the time.
Everybody's pocket. You see now, so they will now be forced to treat the everyday trader like king, because that's how that's what obtains in sane societies. Anybody who has a company, a registered company, is king. The government respect that person because that's the person that is the life wire of every country. You understand? But these people, because of jealousy, they cannot understand how, upon all the power they have had for how many years, still the southern citizens are doing better. How many tax can they collect from cattle rearers?
How many Zamfara that collected from VAT, Zamfara that collected almost 30 billion, but generated 91 million in 8 months. But within that same 8 months, they collected 30 billion VAT. So who is paying? And even these people,
I'm telling you, even these Igbo traders that they say they are spare part dealers, before those spare parts enter the country, do you know how much tax they collect from the airport, before the thing get there? Yes. But how many tax do they get from the cattle that come from Niger or Mali? How many? The other ones are free entry.
Big question. How much cattle tax?
And they are looking for, and at the end of the day, when oil will be useless and every other resources will be not viable, they will now fall back to the citizens, people who know how to make money. You know that the tax of all of the citizens can run this country, Nigeria, without shaking.
That's right.
But they will have to do the needful first. You see how they are shooting themselves in the leg. These people are so daft. That is why we don't want this set of people again.
We don't share this misery anymore. We don't want to share this hopelessness anymore. We can chat a new course.
Yes, it's too much. We can chat a new course. Exactly. Referendum. In fact, the South up to today, I'm still wondering, when will the South say is enough is enough? Nobody can stand in front of us if we say we are going.
I mean,
nobody can stand in front of us. The knowledge, the information has to just sweep through everybody. Nobody can stand in front of us. A lot of people have died. We cannot live with these people again. Look at what Buhari has done to Nigeria within how many years?
The question now is that how many we still have to die before all of us agree?
How many we still have to die? How many we still have to die
before we change it?
My king, I leave you at this moment.
Prince, you have addressed the court. You have addressed the court today. The old world, the old world palace, they heard you loud and clear. The big question you dropped is a good one. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
If we know how much they sell cows, how much they take from spare part importers, can we please question them? How much are they paying us on each cow that cross to the south? Each cow that crossed from Nigeria Republic to Nigeria. Good evening, sir.
Hello? Good evening. Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Sir Olaoluwa on the line, I believe.
Because I've seen a lot of things, all the silent bomb, silent attack, missiles, they are trained to you guys at the front. You know, mostly from this guy that wanted to cause civil war in Yoruba land, Gali Adams. Okay, so job in here. Okay.
So báwo ni Gali Adams ṣe fẹ́ cause civil war sao?
Okay. Gali Adams. Yes, I will say it.
Please.
Gali Adams. Ti fẹ́ cause civil war nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. He wanted to cause civil war in Yoruba land. Look at what he's trying to say to a lot of people. People like Yeye Dara, Koiki, Awikonko, everybody that is trying their little best to make the life of Yoruba people better. This Agberu guy, what do you call it, Gali Adams, one, kò mọ̀wé,
kò lọ́pọlọ ó tún wá gbójúlẹ̀fọ̀ ó pè lóògùn. I'm sorry for him because what he's trying to do. Mo fẹ́ rán létí lẹ́nìí. I want to remember. Mo fẹ́ sọ Yorùbá because please Igbo brother forgive me. I want Yoruba people to understand this. That's why I want to say it in Yoruba. You are Gani Adam, kò listen, Ọláolúwa lórúkọ bí Ìbàdàn ti bí mi, orí kòkó apẹ̀rẹ̀ náà ti bí mi, kó rántí. Gbogbo rọ̀bọ̀rẹ́ bí ògùn tán gbé káàkiri, I don't believe it in anymore anyway. But the truth of the matter is this, kó rántí pé Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn kì í kúre. All right? So now tó ń bá rò pé òun fẹ́ kúre, ó ń tọrọ ẹ̀ jẹ ni, ó dẹ̀ ti gbẹ́ kó tó ara ẹ̀. Okay? Because tó bá
mo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sá mo fẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan tí ó ṣe gangan yẹn ṣe get because ó dàbí àtẹ pé nǹkan yẹn must be something tí ó really tó bother you gan because you are really upset.
ètò ṣe tó bí mi nú ni pé ó wá lọ ó ń jáde because ó wà lára àwọn tó lọ bá àwọn ọba kan ní Benin Republic náà. Oh, understand? Gbogbo òsọkúsọ tẹ́ lọ Sunday náà fi de Sunday Igboho mọ́bẹ̀. Bí Olúwadé ṣe ń bẹ tí ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ ń bẹ Sunday Igboho ló máa rẹ́yìn gbogbo wọn. Okay, so now what he's trying to do is that he's just a political jobber. All right, that's what he does. When he was with this man Dr. Fasheun, he makes sure he betrayed that man. Now àwọn èèyàn tí ò ní láárí àwọn èèyàn tí ò mọ nǹkan kan tó bí ń pa káàkiri ó wá kó wọn jọ láti máa bu gàrí tí gbogbo effort tá à ń ṣe láti liberate àwọn èèyàn wa. Anybody afẹ́ni tí ò bá sí ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run nú ẹ̀ ni ò ní rí pé tóun bá lọ sí Ìbàdàn kó lọ sí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde Ìjẹ̀bú Igbó kó lọ sáde Òkúta tó bá kó bẹ̀ kó lọ sóṣogbo tó bá kó lóṣogbo kó lọ sí Ìlọrin tó bá kó bẹ̀ kó lọ sí Ìkẹjà Mùṣín. Okay, kó lọ sí Èkìtì kó lọ sí Àkúrẹ́ kó lọ sí gbogbo Ẹ̀ka rẹ̀ kó láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù kó lọ bí ìgbésí ayé àwọn èèyàn wá ṣe waste they destroy everything we have. Okay, are we like this? So now ìdèbẹ̀yẹ ní bọ̀bọ̀ Gani Adam bí wá sí gbàgbádá ló wá ti bu yẹ̀pẹ̀ sínú gbogbo effort tí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn put bí a ti wọ́n kó jọ láti túlù ṣe olórí burúkú yẹn wá lọ da yẹ̀pẹ̀ sí ó lọ kọ̀dá ìpẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn kan. All right, kọ́ lẹ̀ lálẹ́ tó bá di Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn kì í kú re ikú ìyàlú bá kú fún gbogbo tó ṣe yẹn because bí ìfẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kan pa tiẹ̀ bọ́kàn fẹ́ sáré sọ̀rọ̀ pé lórí.
ó ti yé mi sà máa ṣe ti tèmi lórí ẹ̀ because mo rí nígbà tí àwọn kan ṣe fídíò tí wọ́n ń ṣe èpè tí wọ́n ń gé ègún tó ń ṣe gbá fún Yèyé Dára and personally ó yẹ kémi gan ti reach out sí Yèyé Dára. But normally, mo ṣe program nípa ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ sọ yí pé no matter what tí àwọn ènìyàn ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n náà wọ́n ń ṣe torí wọ́n sọ pé Yèyé Dára insult Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò Ìbà Gani Adams. And you see, àwọn mo gbọ́ yín sir, sorry.
Who is Gani Adams? Tẹ́ ẹ bá sọ pé àti bára àwọn èèyàn already push àti bára àwọn ẹgbẹ́ level tí ò dá.
Nǹkan tí èmi rí láàrin yẹn ni pé àwọn èèyàn wa kò wà tá lè pè ní overzealous people, attention seekers, people who just want to make Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò like them. And since we are in the era of social media, anybody can make a video, put forward ìwo àgbọ̀nrín, ìwo ẹtu, ìwo gbá, ìwo àwo, tó bá ti lè pọ̀fọ̀, tó ti lè pọ̀ àyájọ́. Tí ò ní kọ́ ẹlẹ́nu tó dẹ̀ lè fi ṣàkíyèsí. So that's why tí mi ò ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ títí mi ò mọ àwọn nǹkan tẹ́yìn náà ti gbọ́ but mo fẹ́ kí ẹ fi yèdénú ṣe get because èmi prefer wípé even tí àwọn èèyàn yẹn bá ní ulterior motives, right, they are still going to be useful until they are not useful.
It's true. But Maiyegun, yeah, you are right. But Yoruba man sọ kọ́kọ́. You see, ẹ má lè ká tan ara wa jẹ. Oh, understand? Yorùbá sọ pé tí ojú bá ń ṣe pin, wọ́n máa ń yọ ìpín yẹn wọ́n á fi hàn ojú ni. Gani Adam have shown where he belong to. Please don't let us deceive ourselves.
No, nǹkan tí mi tọ́ láti ṣe ni pé nǹkan tí mo tọ́ láti sọ ni pé you are very upset. Yes. And personally, I felt like you have been following some events, and I saw some videos too. Okay, but when I saw those people, sir, I felt like I have been in this whole thing for so long, sir. I can tell you, attention seekers can use anybody's name to do anything. I know people who actually went out using Sunday Igboho's name to cause cause everybody. But Igboho eventually came out and he said, I will never do that to them. Yes, I may disagree with them. So there are way around these things, sir. But we will look into it. And there was a time I called Dario Onokakam for himself. I was trying to bring him onto Maiyegun's Politico. But he told me, he said, no media for now. He knows me very well. He knows me, right? And he knows that because I have seen him grant interview to many platforms, BBC Yoruba here. I've seen him many times. I remember calling him to say, I want you to come to Maiyegun's Politico. We want to ask you some questions about Yoruba Nation. And he told me on the phone, he said, not now. I said, when can I call you? He said, not now. I'm not doing interview now. He knows me. But sir, when we get to that bridge too, we will cross it. I would like us to have the facts before we actually let our anger out. Sometimes
you are right.
Sometimes we may do it ahead of time. I understand where you are coming from, sir. Thank you so much. Let me take another call before we go, sir.
Thank you.
Then,
all right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
So I am not trying to defend Dario Onokakam for Iba dance. I have heard a lot. Sorry, Ahmed. Is that Ahmed?
Yeah.
Ahmed, thank you. You are my last caller tonight. So, but please, let me make this explanation to my listeners because I'm going to give you about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes I'm going to give you. You're going to help me speak in Hausa tonight again. So, bear with me. So, I wasn't trying to defend Dario Onokakam for to some of you who have possibly don't feel comfortable with the fact that, I'm trying to explain a few things there. I am somebody who have been in this for a while, right? And I have seen how much people who love to catch a moment and call it their own moment. But I also love to hear from people too, especially potential people that you can use, not because of them, but the position they hold. You cannot fight for Yoruba Nation and start fighting the person called Dario Onokakam for, even if he doesn't agree with our ways of doing it. There are ways around it, not by, you know what I mean? So sometimes when we take them in and we question them, they may probably begin to see things from our own perspectives. And we too will begin to see things from their perspectives. And at the end of the day, like we did it, where you have the Biafrans, you have the Yorubas, you have everybody on Maiyegun's Politico glued, listening, because one way or the other, they know the story of Maiyegun's is always their own stories too. So Dario Onokakam, I have seen him where he stood up and some of his speeches defending Yoruba land have been used. Some of the researches that came from their own team, they have been used. I have also seen him give order. The people that helped us to capture Wakili, they were no other people than the OPC, the same people that respond and obey the commands of Iba Gani Adams. When the clashes of recognition was ongoing, where people were trying to say who should be the head, who should not be the head. And I remember so many people took some level of banters here and there. But I see more than that. I love using making use of available resources, not depleting them. If the problem is with Iba Gani Adams, we can bridge him. We can let him read the riot acts. We should not react ahead of hearing of his own side. And hearing of his own side is not actually trying to say he should come and defend himself. No, it's not about him. It is about what brought all of us together, the liberation, self-determination struggle, and he needs to see it through our lenses. And that's all I'm asking. Yes, those charlatans who are causing Yeyedara, causing Koiki, attacking Awikonko, and the rest of them, they are fighting a personal recognition battle in the name of Yoruba Nation. They are the shaft from the, when it's time to separate the wheat from the shaft, as they say, with time, they will all disappear. the genuine people who genuinely trust and believe in self-determination struggle and working towards it, there will be those people left. So please, Iba Gani Adams, you are watching my video, I know. If you probably will now honor my invitation again, it will be a pleasure for you to come on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. People will ask you questions, and we can actually get you angry. Yes, and it will be a pleasure, Aziba, to come around. Ahmed.
Yes, Maiyegun.
God bless you. I have a job for you.
I greet you.
I know you have your opinion.
Yeah.
You see that opinion? I'm not saying you should repeat what I have said, though. I want you to deliver it on a very straight, uninterrupted 10 minutes. This is 10:46.
Okay.
By 10:56, I'm by 10:54, I'm going to begin to cough. Cough. That means I'm telling you that you're going to give a summary of everything you have said. You have listened to me all night.
All right.
Ahmed, please.
Yeah, I've listened to
speak
you.
to the regular audience that I always love you to
Before I go any further, I would love to appreciate you, Maiyegun, for the good work and everything. I know everybody has been appreciating, but
thank you.
This is coming from me to you.
Thanks.
And it's very special because
and it's actually special. Yes, it's special because you are a soldier, and at the same time, how is your daughter, by the way? How is she now?
Yeah, she's doing fine. We've been back home, and she's doing okay. Doing our home trip, and stuff. We're fine. And like I was saying. I saw a comment. Someone was like, we need to check the message this person, that's me, the message I'm passing in Hausa and this stuff like that. Before I go further, I will introduce myself. My name is Ahmed, and I was born and brought up in the central city of Kaduna State. I am surrounded by houses. I was born in the midst of houses. I'm from Ogun State. Yes. And Hausa, when you talk about Hausa language, I will even tell you that I understand Hausa language, even if not better than Yoruba, but I still love my origin as a Yoruba.
Amazing.
I'll go on. Salaam alaikum, Ewana.
Wa alaikum salam. Come on.
Nini Una Ahmed. Wanda ke nan kan Maiyegun Diary, wanda zai kawo muku fassaran abubuwan da kuke ji a nan wanda ko ba ku iya ganewa, amma mu mun sani kuma mu muna gani tunda mu ba zaman Najeriya muke ba, muna zama wajen Najeriya. Kuma abubuwan da ku ba ku iya gani wanda matsala ne a gare ku, wanda kullum kuna cikin matsala wanda ba ku iya gani, mu muna ganin shi a nan saboda ni. Gwamnatin da mu muke zama a ƙasansu suna yin wanda ya kamata kuma sun san ya kamata kuma suna yi, ba abubuwan da gwamnatin ku na Najeriya take yi ba. Maganar da muke a nan ba wai a lalata Najeriya ba ne. Najeriya an riga an lalata ta. Yasa kuka ga cewar Najeriya tana nan yadda take shekaru 61. Amma maimakon ta ci gaba daidai ta ci baya. Kullum ana gaya muku Nigeria will be better, Nigeria will be better. A yaushe za ta zama better? Har sai kun gama mutuwa? Ba wai dan wasu sun taso sun ce a raba Najeriya, wannan ba maganan rigima, ba maganan rikici bane. A'a. Dan nazo ni Inyamari na ce ba na son zama Najeriya, kuma ni ina son fita daga Najeriya, ko kuma ni bai radi na zo na ci ban son zauna a Najeriya, kuma ina so in fita daga cikin Najeriya. Ba rikici bane, ba fada bane, kawai tambaya ne, kuma babu inda ba a yin hakan a duniya. Idan ka je Sudan yau, Sudan sakamakon ba su son su zauna, South Sudan ba su son su zauna a Sudan ne yasa yau Sudan, South Sudan ta rabu ta fita daga cikin Sudan tana zauman kanta. Sai a ce muku ai Najeriya Giant of Africa din ta yi hakan, waye mutu waye tashi, daman can ba zuwa aka yi aka haɗa ta ba ba turawan suka zo suka haɗa Najeriya da kuke ciki ba. Kai kana Bahaushe, ina Bayarabe, wancan yana Inyamuri, kowa yana da identity na shi, amma saboda mugunta da cuta da iya shege da iskanci zuwan turawa suka zo suka yamutsa mu dan dai su birkita mu, su kuma su dinga amfani da wannan daman suna building kansu. Shi yasa yau ba ma mu iya zama a garinmu sai mu tashi wasu garin da ba su kai Najeriya da kuke fama kuke kankama da shi ba su kai shi yawa ba. Najeriya muna da over 200 million. Mu wanda muke barin Najeriya muna irin su Ingila, wanda suke Scotland, wanda suke America. America ne ma zan ce wai suke da population da tafi Najeriya. Banda America din za ka shiga Europe inda za ka samu 'yan Najeriya da dama. Babu garin da za ka ga state ɗaya a Najeriya, population na state ɗaya a Najeriya ta fi population ɗin wannan country da take Europe. Amma haka muke tashi daga Najeriya mu je mai hustling. Dan Najeriya babu kyau. Kuma kullum za a ce muku keep hoping, keep hoping. Meanwhile, wa'inda suke sa ku kuna hoping sai in ba su da lafiya sai su zo turai. Yaran su tura su zo su yi studying abroad. Ko kuma ba karatu, ba komai sai dai a mai da ku 'yan bangan siyasa, ku yi ta bin su a gindi, a yi ta kawo muku ethnic division ana sa muku a kai, a ce ma wancan inyamurin ai baya son ka, da yaraban nan arne ne baya son ka, wancan kaza ne baya son ka. Meanwhile, wa'inda suke nuna muku annan abubuwan sun kasa ba ku rayuwa ingantacciya, babu wuta, babu ruwa, babu asibitoci, babu komai, amma su
babu makaranta,
babu makaranta, babu komai, kuma a hakan za mu samu malamai, za mu samu malaman addini za su biyo, za su fito su ce ai ku je ku ta addu'a in sha mu Allah, Allah fa ya riga ya ba mu hannu, Allah ya ba mu zuciya, Allah ya ba mu kwakwalwa, Allah ya ba mu kafafuwa, Allah ya ba mu hannu, ya ba mu komai, ya ba mu gangan cikin da za mu iya motsi da shi mu canza abubuwa. Amma wai kullum sai a ce mana mu ta zama muna insha Allah, insha Allah daman Allah ke yi, amma Allah ba zai sauko ya zo yi ma ba. Dole sai ka ɗaura responsibility ka kayi, Allah ba zai yi maka ba. Allah ya riga ya baka daman da za ka yi. Insha Allah ɗinka shi ne gidan ɗin da Allah ya baka.
Let me ask them that since Buhari came to power, how many of their children is taking off the streets to go and learn to be on their own? Help me, Adam. That place, that
maganar yawa, ni dai kun dai ta abin da ya ce. Maganar gaskiya tun da Buhari ya zo. Wani irin ingantacciyar rayuwa kuka samu? Wani zai fito zai ce muku ai akwai waɗanda ba sa son Buhari ya yi subsidy. Waye ne baya son Buhari ya yi subsidy? Buhari ne kankan shi. Ku tuna fa an muku alkawarin canji ba aka muku alkawari 2015. Me kuka samu? Babu abin da za ku samu. That is the same thing za ku samu. Kuma ku duba tun 99 da kuka dawo demokradiyya, menene ya canza a Najeriya? Babu abin da ya canza. Always the same. Tun 1999 da kuka dawo, wannan kadai ya kamata ku zauna. Dan Inyamuri ya ce, ni Biafra nake so, ina so fita. Sun ga cewa idan fa mutanen nan suka tafi, za a samu matsala. Satar da muke yi ba za mu iya ba.
God bless you.
Amma Najeriya nan da sunan Najeriya, idan muna amfani da Najeriya za mu ci gaba da iya sata, za mu iya ci gaba da controlling ɗin abubuwan da muke so. So shi yasa kuka ga manyan nan ba manyan arewa, kuna ƙara ga muku ba manyan arewa ba.
Alabamsa, Ahmed, Alabamsa. So you now give us the interpretation as much as you can remember before we close it up tonight, please.
Oh yeah.
People are dying to hear what you are saying. They are dying to hear you.
Maiyegun is all the same. It's all the same. It's the same message you keep giving, and we keep on giving them that same message. Like I said, I told them, I said, you see, those people you keep following, those people they keep telling you lies, those people they keep telling you this. If you check around you, what have you seen? Since 1960, they said they gave you independence. Until date, what have you gained? We have people in Nigeria that have been living in Nigeria. They are going to Europe. If you list people that have been living in Nigeria going abroad, you see that the people that are going, America is the only place that you say is bigger than Nigeria. Any other country probably is under Nigeria, but still Nigerians are leaving Nigeria, going to those countries, and they are hustling, and they keep telling you it will be better, it will be better. They keep putting that into your head so that you keep singing it. When they want to use you, that is when they tell you, keep singing that, keep singing that. Meanwhile, their own children don't even school in that Nigeria. Their own children, and then they don't even receive health care system in that Nigeria. They leave that Nigeria and go abroad. Meanwhile, they leave you to keep singing Nigeria will remain Nigeria, will remain Nigeria. The Biafra that they made you see as your own enemy. Because Biafrans or Yoruba say we want to leave, that hasn't caused any fight. If you check South Sudan today, you will see that South Sudan, they were together with Sudan, but it was not going well, and everybody went his own way. So it is very simple. If we say, let us choose, it's just by votes, give them votes. If they vote and people that voted are more that they want to remain in Nigeria, then they will remain. It doesn't call for war, but like they will make you see it like, anybody that wants to make Nigeria, the people that came to that Nigeria to do the Nigeria for you, are they not the same people you used to look at and call them kafire? Kafire means unbelievers. Kafire, those are the white people. The white people are the kafire, but they are the ones that build the Nigeria you are holding on to with your power. They are the ones that build it for you. So that means you believe in kafire. Is that so? So, because if you are holding to that Nigeria, you believe in the kafire, then definitely you are a non-believer. You are a non-believer for you to hold on to what a kafire came down to Nigeria to build for you. Created it and he gave it to you, and you are holding on, you are so powerful, but you still, yes, you turn around and call them kafire, but they built something you love so much, they gave it to you. So this doesn't make sense. The more you see, the time you sit down and think, and understand where this whole thing is heading to, you understand that it's so simple. It doesn't call for all this madness that your leaders are making you to see like it's a big deal. It's not a big deal. We can still divide. Everybody can be on his own now. We still live together. We still do things together. Not this madness that they try to subjugate people for their own benefit, not for your own benefit, because at long run, you are just going to be Almajiri and normal beggar on the streets. They are there, their own children are enjoying, while you, their embanga and stuff like that, you are still there. Nothing for you. So what are you saying? So that is just the message. It's no more than that, and we will keep on giving them the message.
Especially, we'll put it on a roll, like.
Of course. You know, Maiyegun, I dropped on my Facebook, I made a video because I used to like, if something happens, I just go on my Facebook, make a video, and like one or two people, they know me. You cannot just come on my video and just comment, because my any I go pray for you. I feel tell you say you did there, I go send person there. Yeah, I go tell you if person a person who don't think say because I know in Nigeria or something, if you tell me any rubbish, I go beat you. I go tell you that one, no tell me rubbish. If you no go listen, I no beg you make you listen. No come here, come cost me. If you cost me, I go change them for you. I will show you the Nigeria we will not start. That kind of thing.
Thank you so much again. Thank you very much. I mean, you see, people really what you just did just there, right? You don't really know, right? People send me messages privately. And you need to thank Ahmed.
Yeah. If we keep on going this way, I believe things are changing, because for them, for Sheikh Gumi to come out and start yarning trash, telling people that it is, that is even the thing we want. Okay, make federal government declare them so that Nigeria will play. Now, what thing we want is that declare them so that let Nigeria
It's a dog issue. It's like I know if a Southerner become president and he suddenly think, once a Southerner come, he will just prescribe them. He will just do this and that.
am. Make them unleash am. All die and I die. Person go die one day. We go go. All of us. How many people don't die? Go die. All this all we do now just you know why the waste time. You go
Ahmed. Person will one die. Go die. Person will not one die.
He go die.
Person will never prepare to die. Will die. People will prepare to die. Will die. All of us go die. How come they make a look like say?
I don't tell people. I say if you reach stage where you go reach to deliver, me I big cross go next. I still don't you. Wala I go. You go dey follow that mama. Start tell you one mama no one you so one shall we.
That's true. Ahmed, thank you so much once again for your time. All right. I hope we are lucky again next time. Thank you so much once again, Pastor, for what you just did for us there. So you have a good one. Nice one. Yes. So that's Ahmed. He's a very, very valuable, a big asset to Maiyegun's diary Politico. And by the time I leave my job, maybe by December this year, I'm planning to leave that job and then do something that will give me more time to do this. So maybe I will be able to build a better connection with everyone who has who subscribed to be featured on Diaspora Radio before now. I'll have a lot of time to work on all my platforms and be able to bring all the resources I have. You don't know it all. I have a lot of resources of people who have so much to offer, and they just download that to me behind the scene. I want them to speak directly to you. Let's have all these multi voices coming from a bigger, better platform. Maiyegun's Diary Politico, Diaspora Radio International, and Ahmed is on my heart. African Wahala, my big, my bigger friend from the US as well. Toju, our big Egmo from Canada, and so many of you like that who have always wanted to walk behind the scene for the greatness of all these strokes. I'm going to say thank you to you again. Thanks to all of you who turned up tonight for this broadcast. So the good news there is that if Buhari should declare the terrorist anytime soon, which is probably never going to happen, we can all start getting ready, because when they unleash their terrorist cells across the southern Nigeria, even those who don't believe in who don't believe in breaking up of Nigeria, they will begin to join us, right? So no, don't worry. Princess is people are saying they are mentioning princess. All of you are asset too. But you see that princess, our own special. Princess is more kind of very powerful when you don't put her in front of the camera. But again, Okuna not try to tap into all my assets. I've got assets. Some of them you know. Many of them you don't. But when I finally have the time to harness them, you're going to see Maiyegun's Diary Politico in 2022 like you've never seen it before. And I mean it, right? But until then, thanks so much for your time. They say pray and watch. I'm telling you tonight to please watch, prepare and watch. All right? Those who knows where this is going to end, they are saying that the Southern leaders should speak to Sunday Igboho. That's what Gumi said. He said the Southern leaders should speak to Sunday Igboho. They should speak to Nnamdi Kanu the same way he is speaking to the terrorists. Let us remind Gumi that no matter the kind of fura de nono they are drinking up there, no matter the kind of dust they are smoking up there, right? In his life, he must never compare Sunday Igboho with any of those Janjaweed terrorists that are killing and murdering their children up north. He must never in his life compare Nnamdi Kanu with any of those, murderous killers he is representing. It is an insult that is taken too far. And if eventually they declare these boys, his children, declare them terrorists, including himself, let them come and break Nigeria, because that's our prayer. You could just be like, say, place where we won't plant something before. We won't plant maize. Baba, maize don't they grow for there. So if they run mad up north, may them keep their madness up north. If not to break it up, Tell them that's where we are. Break it up to save lives. I'm going to see you some other time. My friends on YouTube, like that video before you go. Not just that. If you haven't really shared it, please do. If you haven't subscribed, watching me on Facebook, hearing about my YouTube, I was reading some comments and some people were like, I'm hearing this guy for the first time. Wow. You have any follower. And my friends are like, Baba, you are welcome to the Temple of Truth. If that's your own case, first timer, second timer, go on there, subscribe on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. You will never go anywhere. Those who followed Maiyegun, they don't go back. Trust me, you won't go back and you won't regret it. By the way, good night.